So I know a major question this offseason has been, what could the Las Vegas Raiders get in a trade for Derek Carr? Here's the first things first, though. This free agent market and so far this trading market in the NFL has been crazy. I think we can all agree to that. The biggest question for me, though, isn't exactly what they could get for Derek Carr. What couldn't they get for Derek Carr? Because you saw guys like Russell Wilson obviously go for a haul, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a 5th. You saw obviously Aaron Rodgers re-signed. So, and also, Carson Wentz went for a couple of third-round picks. That's not overly impressive, but overall, at least shows you the market. There are 2 quarterbacks right now that I think are of the highest, like the what you could get the most for potential if you traded. Now, I need to start by saying the Raiders better not trade Derek Carr because he, in my mind, if they want to win now, he is their best option and chance to do so. Here's the thing, though. Can we explore it? Like, can we think about this for a second? Because Derek Carr is one of those quarterbacks that you take a look at, you're like, he could be something special. Like, he could lead this team to a Super Bowl if he gets the defensive help he needs, and also you give him a wide receiver and help him shore up that offensive line. Yeah, this man could absolutely do it. So the question now becomes, let's at least think about it, though. I believe the Las Vegas Raiders could get a haul for Derek Carr. We're talking, especially since Derek Carr and Kirk Cousins, like I mentioned, those are the only 2 quarterbacks right now that I think are in a spot where they could absolutely, there's a lot of different things that the Raiders could get for Derek Carr right now. So Kirk Cousins, I don't know if he's going anywhere. In fact, I doubt it. So if Derek Carr is the only quarterback on the board for teams like the Colts, and the Bucks, and a lot of other NFL teams that are looking to trade right now because they're ready to win now, we're talking at least 2 first-round picks. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think you could get 2 first-round picks for Derek Carr, not specifically because he is, he's not Patrick Mahomes, even though I think he's getting there. I think he's definitely got, if he could get some of the talent, I think he could definitely be there in terms of offensive line. His receivers and everything are very good. But I truly believe that the Raiders could get a couple first-round picks for Derek Carr, especially with this market right now, because, again, Russell Wilson's already off the board. Carson Wentz went for a couple third-round picks, like we said. So this is an interesting question because overall, you've got a team like the Raiders that really could get a lot for Derek Carr, and I think it should be something that is sought after. It's something that should be considered because overall, they are a team that I think are going to not only surprise a lot of people, but I feel like they're a team that really need to take a look at the different things they got. Defensively, I think there's a couple things they could do, specifically in the draft. But let's not get mistaken here. They could get at least 2 first-round picks, maybe even a second in either year, this year or next year's draft. They could get, I think this you were looking at a trade compensation just below a guy like Russell Wilson, only because he's got a Super Bowl. That's the only reason. And that's not, I know it might not be a good reason, but hey, it's not his fault. Derek Carr, if you give this man a top 15 defense, I think he could be. This team could be really, really good. And like we have seen it with all these other quarterbacks in the NFL: Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, all those players. Even guys like Justin Herbert to agree. If there's some things that you could shore up on the defense, these teams they need that. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, they needed to shore up a couple things defensively to win a Super Bowl. Obviously, the Packers, I still think they've got some more defensive work to do there. But overall, this is a team. This is in all aspects of it is a team. You can't just look at one specific thing. But I think overall, if you get Derek Carr that help, man, watch out. They could be tough. They could absolutely tough. But I also think, again, the question that needs to be looked at right now is, again, the only way I see Derek Carr being traded is if you get at least 2 first-round draft picks and at least a second, because I think you think about it. I don't think you necessarily pull the trigger right away, but if a team offers you 2 firsts and a second for Derek Carr, you think about it. You absolutely think about it, especially for what you could get in return if you were to go ahead and trade Derek Carr off to another team. So, again, I think the question has to be looked at. I think it's definitely something that needs to be the worst thing you could do is not hear him out. Like if a team comes to you and offers you that kind of thing, again, I don't think the Raiders should do it. Derek Carr is clearly the answer at quarterback, and he's a guy that needs to stay there long term. I think they do truly need to extend him. And another thing that I think really helps out Derek Carr's trade value is his contract. He's only slated to make, $19 million this year? After that, I think you look at an extension. $19 million for a quarterback like Derek Carr, that's highway robbery. That's highway robbery. Like, that's not even close. So if you talk about with some of these other contracts, Kirk Cousins is making $35 million, $45 million total with his, signing bonus. Come on. Kirk Cousins should not be making that much money over Derek Carr, not even close. So the fact that you're getting Derek Carr for $19 million a year next year, and the fact that he's honestly, other than Kirk, I mean, not even other than Kirk Cousins, I think the argument couldn't be made that he is better than Kirk Cousins. I think overall, you need to look at this on all sides. If a team comes calling with 2 first-round draft picks, a second, and a little bit to change, you consider it. I think you absolutely look it up and just see what could happen, because I think that could be something that could really help out the Raiders long term, and it could be something to consider. But let us know what you guys think, and us thinking that the Las Vegas Raiders could get a haul for Derek Carr. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description down below, you find all of our social media platforms, so send us or give us a like and a follow there. We'd greatly appreciate it. Also in our description, you'll find our social media, our iTunes. Give us a listen and a follow there, and a sub. We'd greatly appreciate that. And then finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com, or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. Let us know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders who could potentially get a haul for Derek Carr.